Hey, what's up guys? Do you ever think you're not making enough progress in your strength training? Do you want a progressive overload system that really works? Then please stay with me, because I think I've found it. So guys, I'm here in the gym today but not training. I'm reflecting on the progress that I've made using my progressive overload system over the last 3 months. And I'm so happy with the results that I couldn't resist the temptation to share this routine with you. So here we go. Those were just a few clips of the progressive overload system being used for the bench press. Before I begin to look at this system in more detail, I want to give you a little bit of background information as to why I developed this routine and why I tweaked it along the way. There was actually 4 main reasons. Number 1, I wanted to be certain, without any shadow of a doubt, that I was making progress and getting stronger. Number 2, being 50 years old and with over 25 years of training behind me, I knew the process was going to be slow, but I wanted to make it slow and steady. Number 3, I wanted to make sure there was some element of phasing in this. I didn't want to be pushing hard all the time, and I wanted to avoid the risk of injury. So sometimes I wanted to back off a little bit and build it back up again. Number 4, and finally, I wanted to involve some element of staggering into this. I didn't want to be in the position where I was coming to the end of the cycle in squats, but also the end of the cycle in deadlifts. So I was pushing a lot of weight in both of those exercises. I wanted to be in a position where I was coming to the end of the cycle in squats, but then backing off and starting the cycle on the deadlift. And that was the same of all other compound movements. One thing before we move on, I'd like to remember I've been applying this routine to all body parts apart from my arms and my calves. For those body parts, I think it needs to be mixed up a little bit more. But all the compound movements, I've been using this progressive overload system. The focus was on either strength or hypertrophy. The first 3 months was focusing on strength, and that was our 3 to 5 reps. That's the one I'm going to go through with you now. After that, we're just starting this now, is the hypertrophy focus, which we're now moving up to 5 to 7 reps. So let's have a look in detail about how this routine works. Here we go. Hey guys, now it's time to have a look at a closer example of my progressive overload system. I'm showing you the cycle that we did for the bench press, and this was for strength. So if we have a look here, we started off, we do a warm-up with 132 pounds for 12 reps. Then we do a warm-up with 176 pounds for 3 reps. We then moved on to our working sets. Now this was going to be 3 sets of 3. So we started with a weight of 209 pounds. This was fairly reasonable weight for us. And we did our 3 sets of 3 on the first week with 209 pounds. We came back the second week, did our warm-ups again, and then stayed on 209 pounds, but we did 3 working sets of 4 reps this time. And then the third week, we stayed on 209 pounds and did 3 working sets, each of 5 reps. So now it was time to move up. So we now moved up £6, £215. And we did the same thing. We backed off to 3 reps and did 3 working sets of 3. The next week, stayed at 215, did 3 working sets of 4. And then the next week, we stayed at 215, but did 3 working sets of 5. Then we moved on, put the weight up again to £220, of which we did 3 sets of 3. Moved back the next week, stayed at £220, 3 sets of 4. And then on the next week, £220, 3 sets of 5. So it was time to move up again. So this week, we put it up to £226. On the first week, all was going well, 3 sets of 3. The next week, it was supposed to be 3 sets of 4. I got 1 set of 4, but then only managed 2 sets of 3. I did this again the week after, just in case it was a bad workout. But again, I got 1 set of 4 and 2 sets of 3. So I basically failed at this stage. What I then did, I wanted to try and eke out some more reps. So rather than quitting the system or persevering with it, what I did then was I changed it slightly. I put the weight up £1 and got 3 reps out. I then on the next set put the weight up £2, still got 3 reps out. And then put the weight up another £2 and still got 3 reps out. So I was quite happy with that. This was going fairly well. So I decided to stick with this procedure. So the next week, put the weight up to 233, got 3 reps out. I then put it up to 235, also got 3 reps out. Then I put it up to 237, but only managed 2. I didn't want to go down to singles, so I thought, okay, I'll carry on, I'll eke out a few more reps, I'll go up to £239, stick with 2 reps, which I got. Continued putting it up by £2, £241, sorry, for 2 reps, and £243 for 2 reps. At that stage, however, it was very, very difficult. It was a very hard rep. I decided then that I was going to fail. I didn't want to go down to singles, so I stuck with my 243 for 2 reps, which was the best I've done for 2 reps, so I was very happy with that. I'm now going to change the routine. We're going to go to hypertrophy stage now, and that involves 5 to 7 reps. So what we're actually doing now is we've gone back to a weight of £215, a little bit higher than what we started with the first time, and this time though we're doing 5 to 7 reps. So I'll give you an update of that in a couple of weeks' time. Hey guys, it's a brand new day, hence a brand new shirt. I did want to get that video out for you yesterday, but I had a little bit of problem with the sound and had to work on that overnight. But I do hope it made sense to you. You understood everything about that progressive overload system. And if you did, please, please, please give the video a like. And if you haven't done so already, I would be extremely grateful if you could subscribe to our channel. Take care guys, see you again soon. Bye for now.